Hi everyone, my name is Kevin and this is Real Boring Flips. And I thought it'd be fun to just do a walk around. You know, I think I'd be better at this if if I had a little bit of motivation. So maybe showing just how in disarray my operation is will motivate me to improve so I can do an update video showing you how things have changed. But I have access at our house. We have a detached garage with an apartment above, and so that's basically eBay Central for me. I have inventory here. I have my shipping station, my photograph station, all things eBay. And so I'm able to use this whole space, but I also use other parts of the house. Nothing inside the house, that would be trouble for me. But I do have in the garage, we have a separate shop that I have just a few things in, and then I have the Daunted 2 storage units. So a full-time operation managing inventory and shipping and listing and all that. So I'm hoping to improve things. So maybe we'll do this as motivation for me. But I guess let me get started and I'll just kind of give you guys the view. We'll kind of walk around what I have here. So I have a separate little desk, printer and computer, and a thermal printer, label printer for when I ship stuff. I usually bring it over here, use this computer only for managing the shipping, printing shipping labels and whatnot. I think on one of my other videos I talked about how you can't buy new stuff because you have access to free stuff. This computer I think I bought for $20 at one time. Full computer with keyboard, all that business. It's an older iMac, but it works great for what I need. So I take advantage of what I've got so that I can minimize my expenses, maximize profits, and at the same time increasing efficiencies. So I have this little table. Underneath I have some packing material. These are mostly just the priority mail boxes that you get for free. To be honest, I don't do a lot of priority mail shipping, very rarely. I think I used to do a lot, and so that's why I have all these boxes, but hardly do any priority mail shipping anymore. Once they moved to Ground Advantage, I think that took over a lot of my previous priority mail shipping. On occasion I do, so I do have these supplies, but I'm not building up any additional supplies. One thing I did when I was doing priority mail and they had the Region A, Region B boxes, those were much better boxes for a lot of stuff I shipped. And so when they discontinued those options, I got a bunch of the Region A, Region B boxes because they were just different sizes that better suited me at the time. Normally I don't have this stuff here. This is the table where I would weigh things. I have a small scale there and then a bigger scale underneath that little stand. Tape, scissors, stuff, markers, labels, that kind of jazz. It makes my shipping easy. I do want to change this layout because I'd like to have all my shipping supplies a little bit closer together, and right now I have a lot of stuff in between. These two shelves here are mostly, actually, to be honest, most of the stuff is not listed. A lot of this electronics. When we moved here, I kind of had to redo how I did stuff. And when I first started in doing eBay as a business, I bought a lot of VCRs, stereo components, just all kinds of stuff like this, especially the VCR, DVD players and recorders. So I do sell these, and every so often I will kind of make a run at listing different things, but I don't really buy these anymore unless they're Ones like this one. These Panasonics, for some reason, just work. I actually have been using this one to dub some family tapes that I got, and it works great. Like I said, just too much stuff here, too many things that aren't listed. Let me know in the comments if you struggle with this. I feel like this is the struggle for eBay resellers, is just the constant battle to list stuff that you source. There's a few things here that just need to go away. That little house there, those don't sell. I don't know where that came from. I think a garage sale. But I, take advantage of as much space as I can, and then things that are listed are inventoried to a shelf. In this case, I have two of these sets of shelves, so left and right, and then shelf numbers. But this is something I do want to improve on, so hopefully that'll be in the improvement video. Plenty of things up here that are very sellable. Just have to list them. So hopefully maybe I'll be able to do a video that just talks about some of these individual items. Some of these things are pretty valuable and just sitting here not being listed. More boxes, more things. Behind here I've got a little drink fridge, a little microwave, kind of just to give me an opportunity to eat over here and have something to drink over here. I'm sure just like a normal office. So here's my photo booth. This was something that my kids got me, and they also got me the camera that I'm using, so they're the ones that keep encouraging me to make content, Dad. So I'm trying, because I'm such a perfectionist. It's very hard to do this because you constantly feel like, I don't like how that turned out. But this makes it nice. I'm able to get, although that needs to be cleaned out now, makes it nice to be able to get, higher quality photos. When I first started, I used to use my son's baby blanket. It was a red baby blanket. And so all my listings were really kind of stylish, but in the era of Google Lens, a red background is terrible for being able to find those things. So I've switched to white. I also have another thing that I got at an estate sale is this rack. And so I use this mainly for testing. It just gives me the ability, like I've got a stereo receiver there, so I can patch in whatever component I want to test. I've got some testing electronics that I can use to test items. So it just makes it convenient for me. And again, basically didn't pay anything for that. So it helps to have the types of equipment that you need just to get your item listed. The more you're able to accurately describe something, the better you are. So, and I think down there I've got some different computers that I use for different reasons. More supplies, tape, bags, labels, whatnot. So here's where we get to the trouble. These are all boxes of, to be honest, those cardboard boxes is probably $10,000 worth of Hewlett-Packard calculators. That was my original collection. I actually have probably twice that downstairs. Just a massive amount of collection that I just decided I don't really need, so I'm gonna sell those things off. But getting to them has been very difficult. These bins are also calculator. I think mostly some of that is Hewlett-Packard, but a lot of it's Texas Instrument, not as valuable, but still valuable. So I do try to contain things as best as possible so that I can find them. I do have although it's very covered now, I have a futon in here that a lot of times you'll see my dog sitting there. so she can join me when I'm over here working. I'm even though this looks crazy, it's very organized for me. I know where things are, and at some point in my update video, you'll see it'll look like a nice place to sit back and relax as well. On this wall, I've got a TV. You'll notice I got TVs everywhere in here. This TV is pure TV watching. The TV over here that you saw earlier is a testing TV. It's an older Sony, but it's got all the different connections, so it's great for testing. I'm always using that just for testing, no other reason. And again, because you basically get those things free, it works out. So again, back to this wall, I've got a lot of components here, various formats. I did not intend to have these, they just kind of ended up here. But everything's for sale. May not be listed yet, but it's all for sale. My kids have really enjoyed records, so I have several turntables of various sorts that we use in the house. But I've got like Sony video, I've got DVD audio, karaoke DVD, laser disc, even down here past this junk. Got another Panasonic doubler, and then right below that is a RCA Selectavision CED player that works, and then down below there is a Sony Betamax that works. We've enjoyed just experiencing different formats, that long dead formats. I have this reel-to-reel player was brand new in the box when I got it. Also got a nice quadraphonic stereo system. That reel-to-reel is quadraphonic as well. And then over here is another, that's actually a quad turntable. Just different components, stuff that really I should be selling. I just, you end up parking stuff and then it disappears. I'm a big collector of radioactive stuff, so here's if you know what that is, put it in the comments. We'll talk about it later. Just fun stuff, more components, a couple of subs, a bunch of cigars. Those need to sell. I am still a collector. I'm a big fan of Rachel Yamagata, so you see some of her stuff. I do have one person that works in here with me, Quinn. She models for me when I'm selling clothing. In fact, she's modeling this hockey jersey that's for sale right now. So back here, this is really the bulk of what I have listed. These bins are labeled, and so as things get listed, I use the SKU field for identifying where the inventory is. That has been just a lifesaver, and so I have to be very careful about not skipping that part of the process, because having to find something that you just sold and you can't find it because you didn't identify where it is the worst. Again, more. I really need to improve this situation. Let me jump over here for a second. So again, oops, another TV. That's Commonwealth Picker. I enjoy his videos. And then I have my computer set up here for doing YouTube right now, uploading a video. Oops, that one didn't upload. Darn it. So again, here I got some more packing material. I've got video game stuff that I use for testing. So pretty much, almost every format of video game, and then I'm able to test, accessories or games that I get. Again, this hallway, oh my gosh. Reel-to-reel, media, lots of media here. reel-to-reel, more packing material. So this is the executive washroom, and once again, guess more packing material. It really isn't normally looking like this. I just got a bunch of boxes, so it looks like that right now. We'll go down. We'll make a trek downstairs. I keep Amazon boxes, and I keep them by size, and then I have a spreadsheet that tells me what size the boxes are. So once I have something sold and I need a box, I can just pull the size I need. There's some bubble wrap. So all these bins here on the stairs are things like power adapters, cords, cables, things that you'll need if you're selling something and you need to have a cord that goes with it. And so pretty much I do that with everything. If I have a cord or a cable or a adapter, I inventory them to what types they are. And then I also have several bins down here that are just remote controls. A lot of times I'll sell remotes, but if they're not valuable enough, I'll keep them in case I need them for later. But yeah, that's probably too crazy right now. Again, more boxes. These are, pre-built boxes, so I don't want to flatten them out. And then, I try to use any space I can to help me identify things I'm working on, things I need. Here's bats and golf clubs and tennis rackets. Okay, here's the garage. Now, a lot of this is not, some of this is not eBay stuff, but a lot of it is. I have several, when we moved here, we decided to use this side of the garage because it's not really great for cars, for inventory. So that's what I do with these things. And a lot of times I'll get art, so I just hang it on the wall because I don't know how I would sell that unless I sell it local. But all these bins have things in them that are, for the most part, these are all listed bins. Board games, juicers, blenders. Let's see what else is in here. Yeah, a lot of kitchen things like blenders and juicers. If you see anything you want me to list, tell me in the comments. Just tons of more components, a lot of printers. I went on a printer buying stage for a while, and I think I've decided I'm not going to deal with that. I do have a couple of brand new in-the-box laser discs players. Now that I'm looking, there's so much stuff I could be listing. It's just getting the time. Hey, look, there's a juicer, and there's a bunch of new waves. A lot of vacuums. More stuff over here. I tend to keep computer parts and things down here. I have a lot of vintage computers. All these big hauler trains. I don't usually sell them as trains. I usually just sell the pieces. I don't try to sell the whole thing together. But I might do that. Might try that at least. Yeah, just here's some more of that HP calculator stuff. Some of you might recognize these things. I actually originally started selling on eBay when I got into Apple Newtons. Here's an eMate Newton. I don't know if you've ever seen these. It's like a student version that you would use in school in your class. But it was essentially the same thing as what the handheld Newtons did. At one time I had just a ton of that stuff. I've sold off most of it, but that's how I started. My eBay business started with that, buying and selling. There's an original Apple II in there, a very early one as well. Underneath that is a Intellect PDS, portable development system. I'll show you the the big development system I have as well. A lot of Macs. I'm really a Mac guy, so anytime I get something I want that's Mac, I'll try to grab it. Recently got several Thunderbolt monitors. All of a sudden they got really cheap. And there's an Apple IIc. There's the monitor. There's one of the old Power Macs that look like a desk lamp. So I'm just kind of overwhelmed with I need to not have a day job so that I can be more efficient in selling. I have slowed down my purchasing, fortunately, but and it's nice because a lot of this stuff was bought on cheaper dollars. So some stuff I found and now I can't sell. Decon, I would love to try to sell it, but I don't want to get my account canceled. I just got that scale. I'd like to set that up and use that bigger scale. A few times I've had shipping adjustments, which is totally annoying because I know I had the correct weight, and it comes back and I get dinged for extra cost. That's an original Osborne computer, the second version. The version that was from the Osborne effect, if you know what the Osborne effect is. Basically, Adam Osborne talked about this version before it was ready to be sold, and so everyone stopped buying the original version. So that's the Osborne effect, Osborne. That's my wife's. That's my wife's car. That one over there is mine. Again, you might recognize some of these brands. Oppo. I have a lot of vacuums. I sold a lot, and then I just stopped trying to sell them, and so they've kind of built up, but just a lot of inventory that I really need to focus on. It's amazing when I look at this stuff because I find stuff that I forgot I had. There's another Nagel, and I think I have two more over there as well. So here's I think it's a 14-inch Meade telescope, LX200. That just kind of happened. It was that telescope plus tons and tons of accessories that were a crazy purchase. I'm actually learning how to use that because I think it's pretty cool. I have a friend who works at a planetarium, so we're going to take it up and have them check it out and teach me how to use it. The gentleman that had it did interstellar photography, amazing interstellar photography. It's so powerful, it's just, you can't even look at the moon, it's too close. Here's that Intellect MDS system. This I got at an estate sale, the most incredible estate sale I ever went to. I paid $100 for this, plus I got tons of accessories, tons of boards that go in it, and then I probably had 8 or 9 8-inch drives, extra 8-inch drives, floppy drives, and probably 6 or 7 hard drives that have been crazy sales. I mean, I can't believe I think that I just sold a hard drive to Poland. Geez, I hope that was legal. But yeah, this is like dinosaur computers. It's very hard to find them even in museums. I think the computer museum, vintage computer museum, just had a picture of one. So I'd actually like to get this to an organization that would display it. And I haven't tried to turn this one on. I did turn on that portable one, and it boots right up. So here's something I struggle with. I buy stuff like this Sansui stereo system. I don't know why I bought this. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. Just a struggle. I like this Pioneer turntable. The belt's bad, so I need to get a new belt. I think I have too many projects. That's the problem. Too many things that have become projects. So my improvement video, I don't know how much improvement there will be, but I'm going to have some improvement. So we'll talk about what I've done to improve the situation and what steps I put in place to prevent this from continuing. We need to solve this issue. So there you go. That's what it looks like at least in the home portion. You know, maybe I'll do a video at the storage units at some point. Those are probably just as bad. It's almost a little ashamed at how terrible it looks. I've had this looking really great at times, and for whatever reason, I kind of blame it on, we went on a long trip. We spent 3 weeks on a cruise and then ended up in Germany. Got home, my mom passed away, everything kind of stopped for a few months. And so I've basically just been selling. I did a few estate sales, and now I've decided I got to get serious, get moving on organizing, selling, disposing of, and getting this back into a smooth running operation. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.